Hi, thanks for joining. I am Marika, and this is Yoga with Marika. We are going to be doing a little spine strengthening series today. So go ahead, grab your mat. We're going to start lying down on our backs. And we'll start with the knees bent. I like to bring one hand to my abdomen, the other hand to my chest. Feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. And then let the knees fall in together. And just start to get a sense of how your body moves as you breathe. Can you feel the abdomen move as you inhale? Can you feel the chest? One more full breath cycle. Then the arms will come down by your side. We'll start with some bridge just to wake up the back side of the body. Bringing your arms into little robot arms. So the elbows are bent 90 degrees. And then pull the elbows in like they're going to touch the rib cage. And for this bridge, I want you to bring the feet together. So you're going to glue the inner thighs together, glue the knees together. And then as you inhale, start to roll the tailbone up, roll the abdomen up, roll the chest up, and then really press into the backs of the arms. And see if you can maybe get your shoulder blades a little closer together underneath you. The neck stays long. And then really press through the heels. Utilize the glutes to press the hips up. We'll be here for one more little beat. And then exhale, roll down, let the arms relax. Take a big breath. Maybe one more. And then we'll do that again. The feet are together, the knees are together. Go ahead and robot arms here. Pull the tailbone up, press the abdomen up. Make sure that the chin is staying slightly tucked. And from here, shift all the way into the left leg. And you're going to extend the right leg long as if your two knees are glued together. And then use the strength of the left glute to press the hips up. Press out through the right heel and really press through the left heel. And then can you use your arms to help you stabilize here? And then the right leg comes down. Go ahead and lower the hips. And take a breath. One more time. Bend the arms. Feet press firmly into the ground. Elevate the hips. And then firmly plant through the right leg. Stretch the left leg long. It's like you're standing on the wall with your left leg. And then can you really use the right glutes to press the hips up? Squeeze the shoulder blades together underneath you. And on your next exhale breath, lower the left foot. Slowly roll down. Grab onto your knees. Add a little bit of movement here. Rock right and left. And then maybe a little bit of circling with the knees. Then we'll go the other way. And then from here, just gently roll over to one side. Use the strength of the arm to press yourself up. And we'll find our way into a tabletop position. From here, you're just going to bring the big toes to touch. Knees fall apart and melt down into a child's pose. So, if it is irritating for the knees or the hips or all of the above, you can always keep your hips higher. So find the position that works for you. And then walk the hands over to the right, stretching into the lats on the left side. Pressing the left hips back and really stretch the fingers forward to the right. We'll walk it over to the other side. Pressing the hips to the right, stretching the fingers to the left. And then back to center. Coming a little bit towards the back of your mat because we're going to slide forward here. So starting in our child's pose. And then just kind of rolling flat down. Stretch the legs long, bend the elbows, making your way into a Sphinx. So the shoulders pretty much underneath, or on top of the elbows rather. And then resist the urge to hunch. So you're pulling the shoulder blades down the back, pressing the heart forward. Keep the eye gaze kind of down so that we're not crunching the back of the neck. The eye gaze goes forward, maybe a little bit in front of the fingertips, and then draw the ears back. And then imagine you're pulling the heart forward. And from here, do little circles with the neck. You can keep the movement more fluid, or if there's a little spot that feels good for you to hold on to, you can keep holding there. And then back to neutral when you're ready. From here, we're just going to bend the arms, stack one hand on top of the other. It doesn't matter which hand, whatever's more comfortable for you. And you're going to stack your forehead right on top of your hand. And then you're going to stretch the right leg really long and then kind of anchor that hip bone down. So you're angling the pinky toe side of the foot down to the ground. And from here, keeping the forehead on the ground, I'm lifting my head just so I can talk. You're going to lift the right leg up. More about the length there, so you can press the right foot back and pressing the forehead down into the hands. And we'll switch. The right leg relaxes, maybe even shake it out. Stretch the left leg back, kind of internally rotate that leg so the pinky toe side of the foot comes down. And then press back, and then lift. More about the length here than how high you get it. How straight can you get your leg? And imagine that you're like pressing energy out through the foot. And then we'll relax that down, maybe kind of wiggle the hips. And from here, just stretch the arms directly forward, angle the thumbs up towards the ceiling. You're going to keep the eye gaze down. So if you see me lift my head, it's just so that I can talk. You're going to press the fingers forward, lift them up, eye gaze stays down, lift the legs, and then little swimmers here. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep everything really long. 4, 3, 2, and then just relax here. Maybe soften the elbows, turn your head one way. And with your abdomen on the ground, can you really feel your lower back rise and fall as you breathe? One more time, stretch the legs back. This time you're going to take your hands, place them behind your head, pull the elbow points up to the ceiling, and then go ahead and lift the torso, keep the eye gaze down, and press the base of the skull into the hands. Keep pulling the elbows up. And then from here, you'll start to elevate the legs. Try to keep an internal rotation of the thighs. Press the heart forward, press the legs back. Maybe lift a little bit more. And then relax down. Relax the arms. Maybe the head turns the other way. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll bend the arms. Fingertips are going to stack kind of under the shoulders. Maybe even walk the hands a little bit more back so they're more under the elbows. Forehead comes down. Go ahead and squeeze the legs together like you had one leg. And we're going to do some rolling cobras. So inhale, imagine rolling the shoulders up into the ears, peel them down, peel them back, and then utilize that to lift up. And then exhale down. Inhale, up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale, lift up. From here, press the ears back, the base of the skull back, and then only if it's okay for the head and for the neck, you'll lift the eye gaze. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then melt down. Make your way up through a tabletop and press back into a child's pose. And when you're ready, find your way into a tabletop. We'll do a couple rounds cat-cow breathing. So hands pretty much stacked under the shoulders, knees pretty much under the hips. As you inhale, you're going to start to lower the abdomen, lift the tailbone, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you, lift the chest, maybe the chin, not requirement though. And then exhale, really round, tuck it in. Inhale to open up the front side of the body. And exhale to open up the back side of the body. One more round here. Inhale. Exhale. And then from here, we're going to find our way into a forearm plank, but we'll start with this modified forearm plank. So drop to the forearms, palms down. Drop the knees back a little bit, squeeze the knees together, bend the knees, and then really press through the palms. Imagine that there's like a fire underneath you and you're pulling your abdomen up and away. So this is a perfect place to be. You can stay exactly like this, or you can tuck the toes down, straighten the legs, coming into a little plank. And from here, we're going to lift the back leg up and just do little tiny lifts. We'll do 7 more. Imagine that little flame underneath you. 3, 2, 1. Back into your little plank. If you ever need to drop the knees, you can. If not, legs are straight. Lift the left leg. Tiny little lifts. 7. Last 4. And then back to your plank, and we'll lower down, back into our Sphinx. You can stay like this, or you can stretch the arms straight, coming into more of a seal. And then melt, forehead all the way down. Take the arms down by your side, palms are going to face down. The legs can be together or apart, forehead all the way down. On your next inhale breath, peel the chest up, lift the arms up, and then imagine that you're grabbing onto something and it's helping to lift the chest. And from here, lift the legs, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press energy out through the feet, use the backs of the legs to lift the legs, maybe a little bit higher, and relax. Back through tabletop and back into a child's pose. And then find your way to sitting on your knees and your heels. We'll do a little modified camel. We strengthened the back. We're going to open up here a little bit. So your hips and your feet are going to stay touching. You're just going to walk your hands back. And then press through the hands. Press the abdomen open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the heart up. only dropping the head back as much as the neck permits. This is perfect to be right here. If you need a little bit more, you can start to lift the hips. And then gently make your way down, back to a seated, get resettled. And then we'll find our way into a comfortable seat. I'm going to snag a blanket so that I can sit on it. So find your way to your comfortable seated position. And just finishing with a couple breaths. Quiet everything back down before we have to get back to real life. I really appreciate you joining me. Quick little spine strengthening series. You can add this on to your workout, to your other yoga practice, whatever you want. It's perfect to do on its own as well. Have a really good day. Thank you.